So today's session, we're going to do a little bit of strength and mobility. We're going to do a little bit sort of trying to progress our press up strength and our shoulder strength to begin with, and then we'll move on to our legs. But today's we've got a special exercise, so we're going to do a really hard core exercise called L-sits. So that you should be feeling that one tomorrow, hopefully, if you manage to do it well. So if just a little bit of health and safety. So if you do have any injuries or anything like that, I just want you to sort of, make sure that you're working within yourself and work around the injury and don't make it any worse. And if you need to sit out a particular exercise because it's causing you trouble, then please do that and then just join back in as and when you can. Okay, so we're going to get straight into the warm up. We're going to do the usual sort of downward dog for my sessions, because I really like downward dog as a warm up. So get into position, a nice high A-frame, and just really sit into it and just, feel where you are, feel where you're tight. If it's your calves, just get your ankles moving, because sometimes our ankles are really tight, and that stops us getting down very low. Make sure your shoulders all through here are nice and stretched out, so stretch your lats as well. Keep your arms quite close to your head and just move around, and then come down, reverse the motion with a cobra, and just feel that nice stretch in your abdomen and then your upper back. And then curl your toes back up and then come in. And try and get your heels to the ground if you can. And just get each ankle moving if it's a problem for you. And hopefully, after all these weeks of doing this exercise as a warm-up, you should be getting a little bit better. Then come forward into cobra. Okay, so there's the slow reps done, so we're just going to try and build up into a bit more of a flow. Come up into downward dog. You can come down to press up, and press up into cobra, and then up into downward dog. And just keep kind of flowing through that motion at your own speed. And adding in a little bit of a press up as we go through. Just to warm up the chest muscles a bit. Just go for it at your own pace. Gradually increasing speed. Okay, a couple more of these. And then last one. And then pop up and we do some wide squats. So start nice and wide and just feel where your hips are at this moment in time. Just really feel the hip capsule start to open up. Keep your body nice and upright. Just drop straight down between your feet and try not to lean forward too much. Just really want to work that range of motion. You can go whatever pace you like. You can hang out at the bottom. Just get that moving. A few faster reps. Just get our heart going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Just shake it out. Okay, so first exercise, upper body strength exercise. We did it last week. It was 80-20 press up. So you want to try and get 80% of your body weight on one side whilst assisting with the other. You can do it kneeling, or you can do the full press up. So we just take our time with this when we're trying to develop a bit of strength. So as you go down Just going to try and do 5 reps on each side. So you really try, you could just do one arm, but we've got the other hand for assistance. Okay, so start 5, and we're going to do 5 on each side. So one side we've got most of your pressure on, 80% is the working side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So as your working arm gets tired, you can give more assistance with the assisting arm. So swap over, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you really want to try and get as much weight on that side as you can. Okay, so next exercise, some more mobility for our hips. We're going to do a wide stance and then go into side squats. So we're going to do 10 reps on each side, that's 20 altogether. 4, try and keep your chest up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and get lower with each rep. There's 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a core activator. Going to reverse plank, and then marching legs. That's 1. Keep your hips up high, nice straight body, don't sag down, and then march. There's 1, 2. Hips as high as you can, your body should be straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to our press ups now. So really try to get as much force on one side as you can. If you can't make 5 reps, that's good, because it means you're working hard enough. Just take a rest and carry on. So 1, 2, 3. Use your knees if you need to. Get good form. And 1 more. And up, and then change sides. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Oh, it's finding that quite difficult at the end. That's good, so let's shake it out. Back up for hip mobility, side squats. So try and get a bit lower into each rep. Get all your weight in this heel, and then back up. As much weight into the heel as you can. If it helps, try and touch it with that side hand. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, chest up, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, 1. Great. Okay, so back to our reverse plank marching. So this exercise is really building up to our L sit, what we're going to do in a minute. Just get your core working, ready. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Okay, our last set of press-ups. So, away we go. Weight one arm as much as you can. You give minimal assistance with the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Shake it out. Just wipe yourself down with a towel if you need to. And then the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Great. So almost didn't make that one. That was good. Okay, so our next exercise is an L-sit. So if you get your books or your chairs, just shoulder width apart. You'll see me there. And we're going to go into an L-sit tuck, or if you're really good, stick your legs out. And we're just going to hold that for 1 minute. But if you need to break, just break, have a rest, and then continue. So, but we'll just do that rest and continue cycle for 1 minute. Okay? So we're going to start. And if you just have the floor, you can do the same on the floor, or just hold a V like that, if that works better for you. Okay, so away we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So hold. The knees up, legs off the floor. Then we hold. Chest up nice and high. So that's 20 seconds gone. And take a break if you need to. Reset. And then away we go again. 20 seconds more. Almost there. Break if you need to. 10 more seconds. That's really good. Isometric contraction. Oh, and that's it. That's failure for me. Great if you manage the whole minute. So, our next exercise in this little sequence is a deck squat. So, if you roll your mat up double, it'll make it easier for you. And we're going to go down into a squat, roll onto your back, come through, and then try and come back up. Okay? If you want to use a small hand weight to give you momentum to come up, you can. It all depends on your flexibility. So we're going to go for 5 to 10 of these, but just go through at your own pace. It's more about having the mobility at the hips and your ankles to get back up out of the down position. So squat down, but use your momentum, and then roll back up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, 9, last one, and 10. Great, if you manage to all those, that's great. So, we go on to a single leg bridge. So get back onto your backs, one leg out in front, work our glutes, get your heel as close to your bum as possible, leg straight, and then up. So 10 reps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, swap over, nice straight leg, get your as high as you can so you're nice and straight at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Okay, so grab a little drink of water if you want, and we'll go back around again. So we're going to go onto these L-sits again. So like I say, just hold it for as long as you can in each go. And it doesn't matter if you have to break it down into lots of 2 or 3 second segments. The idea is just trying to build up time in this position. So if we go in about 5 seconds, and off we go. There's 2 more seconds. Okay, go. So just hold a nice tuck, or a V if you have to. So that's 10 seconds. Take a break when you need to. Quick shake out, and then back on. So it's really starting to get difficult now. Shake, then back on. So we've got 30 seconds left. Oh, see, I'm breaking down now. Got 20 seconds left. But it's a really good core exercise. Works your whole body. A few more. 10 more seconds. All right, let's try and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7. Didn't quite make it. Brilliant. So that's it. 30 seconds done. Okay, so back onto the deck squats. Remember, if you've got a mat, you double it over. Make it a bit easier to get back up. Just make sure your floor is nice and dry. So 5 to 10 reps of this. Whatever you can do. Oh. Bit slippery there. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Great. Okay, so back down onto our one leg bridges. So again, this is working similar muscles to the squat, working our hamstring and our glutes. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one on that side, 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, last set of these L sits. So let's get ourselves ready. Make sure your hands are nice and dry. And you can just break it down into 10-second chunks, if that makes it easier. And then I'm getting to that point where you're going to need to manage smaller bouts of the exercise, but it's just about trying to build up time under tension. So if we go any second now. So lift. That's 10 seconds. Take a break. Up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break that. If you need to touch your toes to the ground now, you can. Just tiptoes and hold for another 20 seconds. And we'll be done with this. And break. Last 10 seconds. Whatever you've got left. And that's it. Well done. It's quite a tough one, that. So you should beat it tomorrow. Okay, so go back to your deck squats. Make sure your floor is nice and dry. And as many as you can. There we go. To roll. We're going to use momentum up. Two. 3. 4. Got a weight if you need it. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh, bit slippery there. One more. 10. Brilliant. So again, that's a really good exercise. Also use your core quite a lot. Just a really good mobility exercise as well. Get your ankles moving. Okay, so single leg bridges. Last round. Nice straight legs. Nice straight plank position at the top. 1 rep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Great. Okay, so that was that little circuit done. Now going to move on to our last round. So this one, another upper body exercise to begin with, is for shoulders, the pike press up. Now you can, if you want to, if you feel that you're really strong on this one, go onto a chair and do it that way. Or a normal pike press up is like a downward dog. Foot of your head, the crown of your head touching the floor, like so. So with this one, it's just 5 to 10 reps at your own speed, whatever you can manage. I invite you to do the harder version if you can. It all depends on you. So yeah, 5 to 10 reps, away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Great. Okay, so next exercise is the shrimp squat. So it's a one-legged squat. You can use your trailing leg for support, just with the knuckles of your non-working leg to guide you down to a full kneeling position, and then back up. And if you want to try something a bit harder, you can have a block or something, or your rolled up mat. Hold on to your non-working leg, then touch your knee to the ground. It's a bit hard on the balance, but you touch and then carry on. So 5 to 10 reps of this, whichever version you want to do, or you could just do a normal squat if that's better for you. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And swap over legs. So just choose whichever one's within your capability. I'm trying to do slightly lower reps with a harder exercise, but you can do 10 with an easier variety if you like. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Sorry, last one. Brilliant. Okay, so next one is a single leg deadlift. So you can either do this with a weight or freestanding, just on one leg, pivot, touch the ground or your shin, and then come back up. Or you can use a weight and do a deadlift like that. So I'm going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap over. You can also use a resistance band for this, if you have one. You just loop it underneath your foot. Or you can just use weights like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. Okay. So that was that round. So we go back on to our pike press ups. I'll show you the banded version of this. Okay, so get your towel, mop the floor so you don't slip. Get into the downward dog, nice and high, and 5 to 10 reps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So obviously, like with all our exercise, if you're finding it difficult, just do a couple of reps and just build up your strength in that one motion. Okay, so you go on to the shrimp squat. So get your block or whatever it is you're using, or just your training leg, and then 5 to 10. It's a lot harder if you hold on to the back leg. Just increases the balance part of it. That's what I'm working on now. Two more. And on for luck. And you don't have any weight, you can use a band hooked onto your working leg to do a singular deadlift like that. But it's very overweight, so we can just cycle through these however you want to now. So let's go to finish this set. 5 reps. Four and 5. Oh, try and keep the balance. Then swap over. And last one. And put the weight down. Okay, so our last set of the pike presses. Get into your pike press position, so downward dog, nice wide hand stance, 5 to 10 reps. Away you go. Two more. And there we go with our last set of shrimp squats. So whatever variety you're on before, just test yourself. Hold on to your back leg, or you can just use your normal trailer leg and just practice the balance, getting down and then back up. Three more. 2, and one more. And swap legs. So really try and control the balance. Oh, it's getting difficult. 3 more reps for me. Last one. And then the final set of our single leg deadlift. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Swap over. 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Brilliant, okay.
So, what I'm going to do today is just a little bit of agility stretching, and then we're going to do some stretches on a chair, just so that we can do things. So, the first stretch I want to do is going down into the plank position. And I want us to drive our leg through. So we're just going to come down to the plank. And with your right leg, you're just going to put your knee to your elbow. So you're in your plank position, you're going to go knee to elbow. And you're just going to feel that in your hip. And I want you to try and keep your hips as square as you can, but you're feeling a stretch in the hip, in the right hip, if you've got your right leg forward. And once you're in that position, I want you to try and straighten that leg. So you can go down onto the hip to begin with, and just straighten that leg. And see if you can roll here, so you can roll that way, and then roll your hips so that they're straight. So that's going, so your leg is going across your body, and you're getting a stretch into your hip. And this is an exercise called the sit-through. We're just doing it as a stretch today, and then on Friday we'll do it as an exercise. So once you're on your sit-through, which is the leg going through, or your leg going through, we can then lift up. So hips down, then we can lift up to stretch. And just see, does that leg come straight? And then you can lift yourself right up to get a stretch. So just playing around. Think of yourself, shoulders are square, hands are square, hips as square as you can be within your range. Trying to keep your hips square, but your knee is going diagonally. And if your knee goes diagonally, can that leg also go out? So can you straighten the leg that's underneath? Once you straighten that leg, you're then just going to come up with your hip, and your opposite hand is going to come open. Just stretch back. Look back over your shoulder. And then you come back. And then you bring the knee round straight. And you should be in your straight plank. In your straight plank, you're going to look up. You're going to bring your shoulders back. Just as you always do. We're going to go back into our child's pose. Stretching through your arms. And then dive your chin along the floor. All the way along the floor as far as you can. So your body's on the floor. Elbows are tight to your chest. And you're going to look up as much as you can. Doing a slow upward dog. Yeah. Stretch through. Toes are pointed, shins are intact. Feel that contact. Then we're just going to go back. You're going to release it to your plank. And then you're going to take your left knee, and the left knee is going to go to the right hand. This is your sit through with your left leg. The knee is bent to begin with, and feel that hip stretch. We're trying to keep your arms straight, your shoulders straight, and your hips straight. Like a hardback book cover. And just play. The option is just to move around and feel a stretch around your hip, around here. You're abducting your leg. So we're moving our hips. And then if you can, if you've got it, straighten that leg out. You may be different on one side to the other side. You may just want to keep that knee down. That's your option. Keeping the knee bent or straightening the leg out. Whichever way, we're then going to turn over to that right side and open up. Open backwards. Try and look at your hand as you open backwards. Using your breath. Just feeling that opening of your chest. Then you're going to come back round as though nothing has happened. Back to your plank. Everything is straight, arms are straight, pelvis is straight. So that was a sit through, so we abducted our leg. This time with your right leg, you're going to bring it to the outside of your right hand. We've done this many times. You're going to go out, but I want that to go at an angle. We normally do it straight wide. I want you to go at an angle today. So try and keep your left leg straight and your right leg goes out at that angle. Try and feel the stretch through here. You can experiment. Your arms can be wide. They can be high. I go high. Have your core neutral, going tall. And we can twist. We can go backwards. And again, if you have it with your back leg, that back leg can come up. Don't worry if it doesn't come up, but it can come up. So it can come up like that. Doesn't matter, be careful of those knees. But that leg is definitely going out to the side. We were strong. We're going to come round to the centre. Going to lift up that arm and go back. Go back. Then we're going to bring that elbow to the knee, the outside of the knee. We're going to bind. The binding means that the knee pushes backwards and the elbow pushes forwards. So you're going to twist your body around and look over that shoulder. If you have it, the arm comes up and the arm may go down, or the arm can come around. Wherever you want to go. Allow your body to just rest in that twist. We're coming forward. We've opened our hip on our right side. We're going to change. We're going to go down into our plank, forwards and back, so nothing has happened. Smiling, just allowing that body to go straight again, because we're just always straight. I want that hip now, that leg to come out wide. And remember, it's not wide straight, it's wide at an angle. See if you can find that 45-degree angle. So you're going out that way. Just play with your positioning, whatever feels comfortable for you. Those arms can come up. They can go tall. When I go tall, I can feel it in my back leg. You may find it's somewhere different as a stretch. Remember, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Then going to turn around to the knee. We can go down. In that position, you can pull that right leg up. It's up to you. On this side, I'm not going to pull my knee up because that would just be too bad. And here comes Wiggo. He's coming to say hello. He loves to stretch. So we're going to follow him round. Remember your bind. The elbow goes to the knee. You may need to bring that foot in a little. The knee pushes backwards. The arm pushes forwards. And you come around. Looking back. Feeling the twist to whatever degree you'd like. That arm can go down. The arm can come up. We've got some really flexible people, so you enjoy where you're going, where your body wants to go. I like to have a support, so I put my hand on my back arm and then I can twist a little bit further. Just experiment, find out where you can go. Where does your body need the stretch today? It's quite a big stretch, so we're just going to come back. We're going to come back to central and we're going to just come backwards and forwards. On all fours on your tabletop, I just want you to tuck in your tummy and release your tummy. Tuck in, curl that spine, and then release. Just within your range, curling and releasing. Coming up onto your toes, been to your dog before, stretching through. You've worked, so now paddle those legs, paddle that calf stretch. Are those heels going towards the ground? challenge. Walk in as far as you can with straight legs. Walk, 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 walk in. Curl this time, curl your body, curl your chin in, and coming up to standing. I think everybody has a chair. You have a chair, you can do this sitting on the ground, but a chair just gives you a little bit of height. So we sit in our chair all day. How do we sit? Maybe like this, maybe like that. So I just want us to sit backwards. If you're sitting on the floor, you can just sit on the floor with your legs straight. This gives us a lovely chance just to sit tall, nice and tall, stretching our arms out. I want your head to be back, I want your chin to be back, I want your head on top of your shoulders so the spine is in line. I'm just going to turn my chair so you can see what I'm doing. But I just want that lovely position. I want those arms to go straight into your eye position. I want your pelvis to be square and go out into a Y. Reach, have power in your fingertips. Breathe out as we go out. And then come back in. Then we go to T, out there. And remember, thumbs up means that your scapula is one way, and thumbs down goes round your shoulders. So thumbs up, and then we're going to look to the left. And then we're going to go to the right, thumbs down. So we're just working on our upper spine a little. Changing your thumbs up or thumbs down as you turn your head. And because we've got the chair there, you can do a really nice going backwards. So we can open our shoulders and stretch through using the chair as a spine support as we go backwards. So clasping your hands together and going backwards. Let your chin go as far as it feels comfortable, just being careful of your neck. And then your chin comes to your chest, and then you come forward. And this time we're going to come forward in a curl, and we're going to reach for our feet. Reach for your feet. And I want you to straighten the leg. If you can, hold your foot. I want your back now to be straight, and I want your leg to be straight. Where can that leg go? We did V-sits. So, is your leg straight? You may be able to reach your toe. You may not be able to reach your toe. Pull that toe back, helping those shins. Flex and point. Pull yourself, so bind through. So by binding, it means I'm connecting, I'm pushing my leg down, and I'm pulling my body tall. Feel that connection through to your head, through your pelvis, through your foot. Maybe your foot goes right or left. Maybe it goes round in a circle, making a circle, and make a circle the other way. And then giving that knee a hug. How tight can that knee come in? Nice and tall, nice and tall. So changing, first of all going down to the other leg, stretching through as far as you can, lifting that leg up. How far up does it go? If you can reach your toe, otherwise you just hold your toe. So it's pointing and flexing. Remember, pull that knee straight, have tension in your hands, tension in that leg, and sitting tall. Point and flex, point and flex, and round in a circle, round in a circle. And coming down. You may not have a chair, but you may have something you can put your leg on. And this time we're going to do our quadriceps. We're going to go backwards. So as a shrink squat, we're going to come down. You may want to put your knee on the chair and just hold. But again, as I curl, I want to pull up. If you don't have a chair, you can do it kneeling on the floor. You can just stand and do a quadricep stretch. That's up to you. Nice and tall. Changing sides. Standing stretch is okay. The chair just adds a little bit extra. You can bend your knee in front and pull that leg up. You can even just rest in this position. And I want you to come to standing. And I want you to cross your legs. So your right foot goes over your left, coming up tall, and your hands are crossing over. So your hands are crossing over, they're going above your head, and you're just leaning to the side. Try and feel the stretch all the way through your side, all the way over. Really reaching out to the side. And then coming down with your legs crossed and round. And maybe staying over to the other side. So getting a lovely stretch through that hip through there. Reaching out. Then up and just letting it go. The other foot crosses. So cross over. Pulling yourself tall. Your hands can cross in a different direction. Coming up over your head. And then you're crossing over. Go round to the side. Go down to the south. Just inhaling and exhaling as you go. And round. Really going over that way to the side. Really, really nice. And up we come. Just going to finish slightly differently today. I want you to reach down, go down into our inchworm, moving your chair away so you've got the full mat. And I want you to come up tall, tall, so my hands are in a pencil over my head. And I want you to come down vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly, 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 slowly. Bending your knees, walking out into that plank. Turn round into your side plank. Stretch, 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 stretch. Power in the fingertips. We have to go round to our backs. Enjoy going onto your back. Maybe you want to rest your bottom down, that's an option. Otherwise, you lift your hips up and lift your head back. Point, 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 point. My hands are facing towards my hips. My shoulders are opening. My heart is opening. And I'm inhaling and exhaling. And then you're going to turn around to the other side. I'm just going to keep facing forward so you're on the other side. Keeping it tall. The leg may lift, it's up to you. Coming round to your front. Coming into your child's pose. And just allowing your body to be. Just going to widen our legs in our child's pose. So our knees are going to come out. And our elbows are going to come out and our head is going to rest on our hands. Your bottom may go to the ground. The option is that it'll go to the ground. The other option is that you're just resting peacefully on your knees. You're just inhaling and exhaling. The option could be that you keep your knees together. Be in a comfortable position and allow the air to go into the bottom of your lungs. Try and take as big a breath as you can, inhaling and exhaling. Just letting your body be, allowing your shoulders to relax, allowing your hips to feel comfortable, letting that tension go. Just using your breath to inhale and exhale. Slowly coming up onto all fours. You just drop your hips to the side. Arms are straight. Coming up to your full point and hips go to the other side. Coming up straight. Bringing your legs around into your cross-legged position. Bring yourself nice and tall. Taking that breath in and just letting it go. Gather that air in and let it go. Hands are clasped together, coming up to the centre, opening up, feeling refreshed because you've had a great class. So well done you. Thank you so much for everybody that's come. Really lovely to see everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Yes, we can unmute.
Thanks.